Right before I died I kissed that Empress, just to mess with her a little. I never expected she would rip open a space-time rift and crawl out of the game world, demanding to know why I kissed her without a reason. She just straight up finished me off. She was the final boss of that game world. I fought her for 10 whole days and nights. Just as I was about to slay this demon Empress's number one, the game suddenly announced the beta test was ending. Servers shutting down in 3 minutes. It made me cough up blood in frustration. But those short 3 minutes weren't enough for me to finish her off. Just as Empress Victoria thought she was done for today, she suddenly witnessed the shocking scene. She saw the man before her suddenly go crazy, let out a wild laugh, and then threw the divine sword countless cultivators dreamed of, straight into the endless sea. Next his spiritual energy scattered. He actually dissipated that coveted immortal slaying realm cultivation. This made her, who's lived 1,000 years, question everything she knew. But what shocked her even more was this man suddenly lunging onto her sword. His body was pierced straight through, a clean blow. He was actively seeking death. Victoria was stunned, but in that stunned moment, this man actually leaned in and kissed her, then showed a tragic yet charming smile, leaving behind "Guess why I kissed you," and then he breathed his last. Why did he kiss you? This question. Victoria racked her brain but couldn't figure it out. It felt like a million ants were gnawing at her heart. Her heart, stagnant for 1,000 years, felt a pang of loneliness at this moment. She made up her mind. Even if you're dead, I will find you. I must ask why. Meanwhile, in a room in the real world, I was roaring furiously. Trash game. Waste of my time. If the game hadn't ended the beta early, I could have finished off that witch, but at least I messed with that witch's Dao heart before leaving. Yeah, that kiss was just to mess with her, to ruin her Dao heart. That high and mighty Empress of the world, flustered and angry. Thinking of her shocked expression just now filled me with glee. That witch is probably still furious right now. Hates my guts. Haha, if you're so capable, why don't you crawl out of the game world and slice me with your sword? Then a sudden chill came over me, making me shiver involuntarily. It's not even autumn yet. Why does it feel so cold? Suddenly a flash of cold light. My phone in hand was sliced in two. Looking up, I didn't know when. The room had been occupied by a cold-faced woman in white. She was staring right at me. My pupils instantly contracted, face turning pale. Victoria, it's impossible. Absolutely impossible. What the hell? Isn't she an NPC from the game? How could she appear in the real world? Seeing the fear and shock in this man's eyes, Victoria, for some reason, felt a little pleased, but then her brows furrowed. You actually remember me. In her understanding, when someone reincarnates, they lose all memories, even powerful immortal slaying realm experts are no exception. This just didn't make sense. The game world and real world had different time scales. Only an hour passed in reality, but in the game world, countless days and nights had gone by. During this time, Victoria, for some reason, kept thinking about that kiss. Her Dao heart was extremely unstable, and also to get an answer, she used an extremely rare realm-breaking talisman, forcibly tearing through space, crossing the river of time, to find my reincarnation. Victoria pointed her sword at me, brows slightly furrowed. While I was a bit nervous, "Speak, why did you scatter your cultivation and seek death? And also, why did you kiss me?" As soon as she finished speaking, the room's temperature seemed to plummet, making me shiver again involuntarily. So this woman crossed the river of time, crossed universes to find me, just because I kissed her once. That's just ridiculous. I asked you a question, why don't you answer? My mind went completely blank. My CPU was fried. If I say it was just an accident, she'll probably chop me up next second. What do? I need help. I'm desperate here. But then, I noticed this woman's face looked more pained than before, her body trembling badly. She stared at me for over 10 seconds. Suddenly the sword in her hand fell to the floor, and she vanished into thin air. I stared blankly at the empty room. Have I gone crazy? But the sword on the floor and the shattered phone told me this was real. I sat at the computer, opened the Celestial Demon Game website, and started arguing with customer service. I want to file a complaint. Hello, happy to serve you. What would you like to complain about? An NPC from your game came to the real world and attacked me. Could you please be more specific? Your game character came to the real world, sliced my phone in half, tried to kill me. Help me. Please hold. Information connected. Riverside City Mental Wellness Online Counseling Center. Sir, we understand your situation. How long have these symptoms persisted? You damn people don't believe me. Actually, I know I'm not crazy. The NPC from the game really came out. Now what I'm afraid of is that woman popping up again who knows when, and stabbing me to death. What do I do? Call the police? If that woman really wants to kill me, just a thought would do it. I looked at the ceiling, and suddenly thought of a question. Victoria had a good 10 seconds before disappearing. With her cultivation wanting to kill me, just a single thought would be enough. Or is her obsession not actually about killing me to avenge that kiss, but about thoroughly understanding the reason? Or maybe she developed feelings for me. After some thought, a very bold idea had formed in my mind. First I put my will in an envelope, and left it at the convenience store downstairs, just in case. Then I returned to my rental, lay on the couch waiting for that woman's arrival. Suddenly, an icy cold wind swept through the room, making me shiver again. Victoria, you're finally here. Victoria had just crossed over via the reincarnation array and sealed most of her cultivation, but as soon as she steadied herself, she heard that familiar voice. What do you mean? Do you know why I gave up my cultivation to come here? Why? Two things she most wanted to know now. Why this man would abandon immortal slaying realm cultivation and come to this lower realm. The other was why this jerk kissed her. A dignified immortal slaying realm expert would do something like kissing someone to ruin their Dao heart. Such an act was simply unheard of. I secretly glanced sideways at the woman and saw she hadn't done anything drastic. My hanging heart finally settled. Looks like this act has intimidated her. To achieve immortality, the Northern Wildlands had not seen a true immortal realm expert in tens of thousands of years. No one in the world could become immortal anymore. Are you suggesting the chance for immortality is here? She connected this realm, though sparse in spiritual energy, had exceptionally strong heavenly Dao laws, plus me willingly giving up immortal slaying realm cultivation to come, made her somewhat half convinced. But the moment she thought this was coming from this jerk's mouth, she stopped believing nonsense. Though this realm's heavenly Dao laws are strong, the spiritual energy is sparse. It's completely unsuitable for cultivation. Do not take me for a fool. Shame on you, a leader among the demonic path, not even knowing of the spirit sealing grand array. All these years of cultivation must have gone to the dogs. Though panicking inside, I put on a calm front and retorted in a tone of disdain mixed with authority, saying, do you know why this realm's heavenly Dao laws are strong, yet why the spiritual energy is so sparse? The spirit sealing grand array isolated this realm's spiritual energy. That's why you can't sense any. Who was that person? What was his cultivation level? No one in the world knows his name, only that he called himself Immortal Venerable Zine. Long ago, tens of millions of years past, had already reached the legendary peak of the true immortal realm, and he comprehended the immortal aperture in just 2.5 years. I kept making up lies, even speaking with such detail. I almost started believing it myself.